there's not going to be any tuition increases this year. There is, I can't believe how unrealistic some people are. The idea that in 2009 that we would be raising tuition or even consider it or trying to maintain the status quo is nutty. That guy from University of Texas who's got the $1 million bonus for his wonderful work in the stock market, and then was thrown off the Board of Regents or resigned or whatever. Unrealistic. Anyway, we're going to, not only that, but one thing that the stimulus package is going to do is to provide more money for scholarships and grants.
As chairman of the Board of Regents of a major university, what do you see as some of the challenges facing all universities and colleges?
Well, cost is one. Let me give you an example. There was a time when we became a public university when the state of Texas provided approximately 80% of the money that we needed to run the University of Houston. 80%. It has declined every single year since then, and now it's about 32%. So here we are, a state university, but only 32% of our money comes from the state. So that's one of the big challenges, and of course in 2009 it's worse than ever. But the bigger problem is we must increase our graduates by 35%. That's a big number. We are falling so far behind in Texas in cranking out college graduates. We have millions of baby boomers that are going to start to retire in 2 years. Petroleum engineers, accountants, every category, teachers, and we're about halfway in producing enough people to replace them. Ross.
First and foremost, thank you for sharing your time with us. And please, you mentioned something in your speech that I think is very important: the creation of more Tier 1 institutions in the state of Texas. Can you please remind us, or remind our fellow Texans in the legislature, why it's important to have more than just 2 Tier 1 universities in the state of Texas, and the importance they're going to play?
Thanks for asking that loaded question. University of Texas and Texas A&M are great institutions. No doubt about it. No question about it. And they are way ahead of everybody else. There's no doubt about that. How did they get there? They got there by having the advantage of the public university fund. And I give them credit, and they deserve it, and I wouldn't want to take $1 away from them. But a world-class education needs to come from world-class research universities. Now, why is that important? If you go to Princeton, Henry Kissinger is teaching a course. What I'm saying is that the idea of having the opportunity, if you want to be a scientist or a researcher or a doctor, to hear and have a class with Dr. Gustafson, the world's renowned expert on hormone therapy, is a totally different kind of education. We have universities that are great in Texas. We need more of them. We also need to have them located in metropolitan areas. Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, where the people are. Let me give you a statistic. Rice University is a wonderful school. The total student population is about 5,000 compared to our 60,000. But it's a fabulous school. But the point is, 80% of their graduates leave the state. 75% of the graduates of the University of Houston stay in Texas. 75%. 65% stay in metropolitan Houston. So we've got to be building universities for future Texans and future Houstonians.
Other questions?
All right, so also let me go back to the back. Right, did you still have your question, or did you get the question answered? Thanks so